I thought you were gonna throw the whole. Is it a sequel to Bright?
I like that's like a John thing that I'll be like, should I repeat that joke on camera, or is that gonna seem tacky because the people in the room know that I made that joke earlier?
That's the first time we heard that joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Reject Nation. This is Greg Alba here.
And it's John way over here.
We got with us today the awesome reaction channel that I greatly love and respect and are way better than us in the Schmodown. Late to the party over here.
Hello there.
Bobby and
4
Vanny.
trips to
Oh,
LA
you
today.
son of a bitch.
Since we're all together, we figured why not do some reactions together? We just spent the last hour and a half hanging out, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Turns out these guys are real douchebags.
Apparently.
Both of them.
I hate
Yeah.
both of you.
Who you think they are on camera, way worse off.
Acting.
You guys know that right now. Anyway, we're gonna watch together the Netflix trailer. This film called Dark. I have no idea what it's about. I'm sure because the word dark is in the title. Yellow dollar bill
It better
sign
be
over
dark.
here. Anyway, yeah, let's watch it.
Alright.
Gotta walk over to the computer.
Gestern, heute Morgen folgen sich aufeinander. Sie sind in einem ewigen Kreis miteinander verbunden.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Saw?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Mixed with I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's got the slicker.
Ist in der Kleinstadt Winden ein 15-jähriger Junge auf mysteriöse Weise verschwunden.
Oh no.
Und nun alarmiert ein weiterer Vermisstenfall die Bürger der Stadt.
And It.
Keine Spur, nichts.
Or like the tall man.
Als hätte er sich in Luft aufgelöst. Alles ist genauso wie vor 33 Jahren. Alles wiederholt sich.
A little like It.
Damn.
Damn.
We got the yellow jacket.
Diese Stadt ist krank.
Not in the positive way.
No.
Und wir alle sind ein Teil davon.
Is it Chernobyl?
Ah.
Unter uns ist ein Mörder.
Nicht nur die Vergangenheit beeinflusst die Zukunft, sondern auch die Zukunft die Vergangenheit.
The future also influences his past.
And Stranger Things a little.
When?
More like when or
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Is what?
It's when.
Why?
Yeah, okay.
When? Damn it, get it all wrong.
Yeah.
Anfang ist das Ende. Und das Ende ist der Anfang.
All right.
That's a really straightforward title we have going on
Dark.
right there. Yeah.
Simplicity seems to be the name of the game this year.
Dark.
I know.
I was
Soto. Dark. Soto. Yeah.
I was hoping this would be the sequel to Bright. And it's,
He did it.
it's not
The
what
first time.
Yeah.
First time
First time I
saying
made
it.
that joke.
Not the third time. I don't know if this is an actual foreign film they're bringing here or if they shot something that is in a foreign language and are just putting it on Netflix itself.
It's a series.
Oh, all episodes will air December
Okay,
1st.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not a film.
Visually striking, obviously. It reminds me a lot of murder mysteries that always look cooler in trailers than they are actually when you see it. You know, like the snowman or the girl on the train.
Yep.
But then at the same time, though, a lot of those movies have like a foreign director who does an American film that doesn't turn out so good. So then I think of like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo,
Right.
which was a great foreign film, even though I like the American version. And it does
I
have
love the American version.
so do I, Robert.
good.
Meyer Burnett. There's a lot of combinations of other Netflix things and other things we have seen. We've kept referencing it. You know, there are some appeal about it that does look a little bit like Stranger Things, has some Saw elements to it. What looks really cool about it, though, is while this trailer was really capitalizing on mystery, I feel like it really is going to be a huge psychological thriller of trying to figure out who. You know, did you guys see the HBO miniseries Big Little Lies?
I did not.
Oh, no, we
No.
no.
Okay, well, that whole season is dedicated to what was the crime and who is committing the crime, and the
Okay.
whole time you're trying to figure it out.
Who done it?
Yeah, who done it? And,
Yeah.
and I like a whole series dedicated to that.
Of course.
As opposed to like a 2-hour movie, an entire series sounds really awesome. I can see a lot of appealing elements to it, and the fact that it's in a foreign language just makes me feel smarter as an American.
A lot of reading taking place there.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
have to get your eyeballs focused on those captions, keep up with what's
Yeah,
going on. In fact,
absolutely.
I didn't realize it until you were reading it for us, and I was like, oh, there's captions. I don't understand what they were saying. I was so captivated by the visuals of
Yeah.
what was actually happening in this trailer. Like you said, though, definitely a lot of homage to other things that we have seen, although they're fantastic things,
Yeah.
every single one of them. One of the big things, though, that I think was really cool element added into Stranger Things, at least this season, is adding the abilities of some of the people in the show. For
Yeah.
instance, we've got Eleven, and if you haven't seen Stranger Things 2, others. That's something that I'm interested to see, because clearly this person, the ginger with the thing around the head
Yeah.
and the slicker, went through some torment and possibly gave them abilities of time travel. We saw the lights flickering
Perhaps,
quite a bit.
yeah, yeah.
And the fact that it was like, it's not who, it's not how, it's not why, it's when.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is there a sci-fi element to it? Because it seems like they're
Right?
hinting at that, but
Yeah.
I like a subtle sci-fi, not like an overblown one.
For
Right.
me, though, for this, it really reminded me of the show Wayward Pines.
Okay.
Very, very much. Season 1 is so great. Like,
Right.
as soon as we got the characters and then them being in the town and the town just being creepy and it's weird and you don't know what's going on, I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Wayward Pines. They maybe got inspiration between the two.
Duffer Brothers did Wayward Pines
Yeah.
season 1 as well,
There you
that
go.
did Stranger Things. So
Yeah, so Netflix
I mean-
is the perfect platform for this,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
But also Broadchurch.
Yeah, I thought
Yes.
of Broadchurch too. This sort of like contained crime story over one season, and you really get to know all the facets. And by the end, you finally get the catharsis of the reveal and stuff like that. This kind of reminded me of a whole bunch of things that you all have named, sort of
Right.
as we get here. And yeah, Broadchurch was sort of the last piece of that for me. I'm intrigued by this, and I liked that Netflix is in a position where they can bring us a foreign series. I'm interested to check this out, partly because of that. Because it seems like it has an actual foreign sensibility and it's not trying to cram itself into the American idea of TV.
I mean, Netflix kind of already had like another one too. I know we're breaking like all of these references from other shows, but Netflix in particular had one called Hemlock Grove. And it also gave me that feel as well. So I'm really excited that
Yeah.
Netflix is branching out. And granted, Netflix is in other countries and they have their own
Yeah.
distribution of different movies to that certain region of countries. But to bring it to an audience that probably normally won't watch types of movies like that is a really good way to kind of expand the movie. You're like, for people who love movies and don't have the ability to get those movies,
True.
are able to see it on Netflix.
Well,
Yeah.
Netflix also has Narcos, though, which is all Spanish. They are the only like cable channel that
most
is
part.
experimenting with foreign language.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
the
and-
most
and-
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
Across the board, I mean, it seems like they have a pretty interesting selection of originals. The stuff they put their name on, it seems like they have interesting judgment, and they're usually not doing the same kind of thing over and over again. And as a trailer, just as a thing designed to make me want to watch this show, I'm kind of torn on it because I am reminded of a whole lot of things. But
Sure.
I feel like it's vague enough and intriguing enough, and there's enough sort of like, what is it? That whole thing with the chair, I'm like, what is that?
Right.
Yeah.
And so like it does intrigue me to want to check out the show at least, you know.
Right.
And yeah, it just comes down to, is it gonna be as compelling as this trailer was?
It's going to be dark.
For all
Yeah.
we know, they're going to just take the visual cues that would actually cause us to perk up and say, huh? And it's nothing like
Yeah.
that. It's just like, let's piece this together. That'll get them.
Boring.
Yeah, it's completely different.
I think it would be funny if they did the reverse with this one, where since the title alludes to the idea that this is going to be heavy, just make it like super lighthearted.
Yeah.
Just, like, really
Exactly.
not serious at all.
All right, guys. Well, Dark, another show that I have to add to my list of the 4,000 shows that are now out already that I am behind on. The great thing about Netflix, though, is that they designed their show specifically to binge watch.
And it's very well
It's
done
very
for it.
Yeah. That's the great benefit of it is you feel like you can knock it all out. All right, guys. Well, that's Dark. What do you think of Dark? Yay! That's called engagement, people.
All right.
Throwing it to you.
Throwing it to you, Dan. Put it in the comments.
Send it back.
Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell. You can follow us on social media. Become a Patreon eject today, because everything you guys help out with our Patreon goes back to this channel directly. Plus, there's some awesome reward tiers for you guys. Most importantly, if you don't want to do any of that, what I would love you guys to do is please check out Late to the Party's channel. There's a lot of reaction channels out there on YouTube, and they are one of the few that I really do enjoy watching. You guys might know some of the other ones that I know of that I do enjoy watching, but these guys specifically, I really do love their commentary. I love their input. There's a reason they're also on the Schmodown, so please go check out their channel, subscribe to them, link in the description box. Good day, people.